What's going on YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to quickly show you how to fix the issue here of having low call volume on your iPhone whenever you're trying to call somebody or speaking to someone and your speaker in here keeps on playing on a very low volume, or simply if you're hear somebody but on a very low volume. Do not worry, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to diagnose this, and at the end of the video, as a bonus, I'm also going to show you how to fix your lower speaker in here. For example, if you're on loudspeaker, or if you're watching a video or listening to a specific song or track or audio, voice note or anything like that, which is actually coming down in a much lower volume in here. This is a very common issue that happens from time to time on iPhone users, and I'm going to show you how to fix it in today's video. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I pretty much do share a lot of tech hacks, and I also share tech related fixes as well. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. Now, jumping straight into today's video in here, this issue might be caused by various reasons. Okay, you're trying to call somebody and you're actually hearing a very low volume in here. Now, the very first thing that I would recommend you guys to do is to double check if the problem doesn't lie actually in simply the volume being low in here. So what I want you to do is to simply hop here into the dialer and simply call a random person. Okay, for example, I'm gonna call it 4111 in here. Okay, let me tap on call and then make sure that the volume is set to max in here. So you want to keep on pressing upwards in order to increase the volume in here. As you can see, we do have the volume level in here at the left, so you want to make sure that this is set to max. Okay, this is of course something very basic, but I just want to double check that the problem doesn't lie in here on a very basic volume up level or slider over there. Now, once you've double checked that the problem actually doesn't lie over there, do not worry, we're now moving into a much detailed solution in here in order to help you fixing this issue. Now, what I would recommend you guys to do next is to hop into settings real quick in here, scroll down all the way to accessibility down here. Accessibility is located here right below general and above action button here on settings real quick. Now, hop into accessibility once, and then once you're here, you want to scroll down all the way to touch. Okay, so you want to tap on touch real quick, and then you want to scroll down once again, and then tap on call audio routing in here. Now, once you're here in call audio routing, you want to make sure that this is set to automatic and not set to Bluetooth headset or speaker or anything like that. Most common situation where this issue happens is when this is actually set to Bluetooth headset. So you want to make sure you tap in automatic. This is how it needs to be configured here on call audio routing, because sometimes it might be automatically switching to a Bluetooth headset. For example, if you do have your AirPods turned on or close to your phone, automatically it might switch to that specific Apple AirPods setup, and you might be thinking that you're not getting audio here because your speaker is not working, while the issue actually lies here on your call audio routing setup in here. Now, once you're done setting up this, try calling again a specific number, 84111 for example. See if this changes something. Make sure that the volume is up and see if the volume is much louder. Now, if the problem persists, do not worry, we're moving into the next step in here where we're coming back to settings real quick. We're going back and then back once again, and then you want to make sure that you scroll down all the way to hearing devices right here. Tap once on hearing devices and make sure that hearing aid compatibility is turned off if you do not use this for a specific reason. Okay, you might be in a situation where this actually helps you out, where you use it for a specific reason, but most of the people do not need this turned on. So make sure that this is set to off real quick just by double checking it over here. It's very important because it's normal. It happens sometimes. You might be having a strange setting turned on. You might have handed your phone, for example, to a baby or to your son or to your nephew, which actually was playing a game and accidentally hopped into settings and turned something on there, which you actually don't know that that specific baby has turned it on. So make sure that hearing aid compatibility is also set to turn off in here. Now, if both these settings are turned off, what I would recommend you guys to do is to hop back here into the main screen, and I want you to perform a forced restart on your phone. A forced restart, pretty much if you do have an iPhone 8 Plus or later models, like mine, I've got a 16 Pro in here, what you need to do is simply rapidly tap on volume up and then down, and then press and hold the power button until you see the Apple logo on your phone. This is how it goes. 1, 2, and then press and hold the power button button, keep on pressing it until your phone restarts, and when you see the Apple logo, you're going to release the power button in here. I'm still pressing the power button. Let's wait for a couple more seconds, and then I'm going to release it once I see the Apple logo here on my screen. Just wait for a couple seconds and let your phone turn on. Let Apple do its thing. Your iPhone will turn on in just a few seconds in here. Now, this is something that I would recommend you guys to do. Okay, it might seem like something that doesn't make a lot of sense, but I would recommend you guys to do it at least once. Okay, here we go. My iPhone is back on. Okay, let me quickly type in my passcode. There we go. Give it a try and see if the problem is fixed. Now, if you do have an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, the process to perform a forced restart is simply to press and hold the volume down along with the power button in here. So you're going to press and hold both of the buttons until you see the Apple logo on your screen, and then you're going to release those buttons. Typically, you're going to need around 6 to 8 seconds. That's more than enough. Now, if you do have an iPhone 6 model, what you need to do in here is hold the physical home button in here along with the side button in here, or the power button. You want to press and hold both of the keys simultaneously until you see the Apple logo, and then you're going to release it. Now, if you do have an iPhone 5, for example, that has a power button here at the top, you're going to press and hold the power button along with the physical home button in here for 8 to 10 seconds until you see the Apple logo, and then you're going to release those specific buttons there, which have been pressed simultaneously in a combination. Now, if force restarting your phone didn't help, do not worry, we're moving into the next step. Now, on the next step, you need to hop into your internet browser real quick, and then you want to search for something called water eject sound. Okay, so you want to type water eject sound on Google, and then you want to go straight into this website, which is fixmyspeakers.com. So you want to tap once on this link in here, okay, and then you'll be brought to this website in here where you do have Fix My Speakers at the top, and then you do have a button here that you need to click. What happens in here is when you tap on this button in here, your iPhone will actually play a specific sound which has a specific frequency which is made to clean your speakers. This one at the bottom as well as this one here at the top. This might help in a situation where you do have some dust or lint at the top or at the bottom, so you want to make sure you eject as much as dust, or if you do have water there, that will also help it out. So just give it a try, tap once in here, and you'll be able to hear this strange sound in here. So this will actually take place at the top. So this will actually play at the top as well as here at the bottom as well. So all you need to do is just wait for like 1 minute or 45 seconds and let your phone eject as much dust or water it can here from your speakers. This will help out, and even if you put your hand in here, you'll be able to feel that you do have some air actually coming out here of your speakers. Now, once you're done, you're gonna tap here to turn it off, and then you'll try actually calling a specific number to see if the issue is fixed. Now, last but not least, if none of these steps actually helped you fixing the problem, you're gonna need a toothbrush in here, which needs to be a toothbrush which is soft like this one right here. Very soft, okay? And it is actually clean. So what you're gonna do in here is you're going to lock your phone. You need to remove your case if you do have a specific phone case in here. You want to make sure you detach it from your phone. Okay, here we go. And then the next thing you want to do in here is starting here at the top. You want to make sure you brush your speaker here at the top. So what you want to do is something like this to the top, okay? And then to the bottom. This is the movement you need to perform. And then to the sides, okay? Something like this. You want to make sure you brush in here this area in order to remove as much lint and dust as possible. Now, it's normal, for example, if you drive a lot of bikes, okay, or scooters, or if you simply are someone who is constantly in environments with a lot of dust, it's normal for your phone to get a lot of dust in here, and this will definitely block your audio here from your phone. So you want to make sure you clean as much dust as you can in here, okay? So you want to perform this as much as you can, and as you can see in here, we do have some dust in here on my screen, which is coming out here from my speaker up here. So you want to do this for at least 2 to 3 minutes, and then here at the bottom as well, you might be having some dust in here as well. So you want to make sure you also use the same toothbrush to actually remove as much dust or lint that you can here from your speaker here. This also comes here, for example, when you're actually removing your phone from your pocket, you might be getting some lint from your trousers as well. As you can see, we do have some dust in here coming out from the phone. I think it's visible in here right at the right hand side. Okay, we do have here some dust. And also, since you're already here, you can also take the time to clean your microphone as well here at the left in order to make yourself much audible whenever you're talking to other people on a phone call or whenever you're recording a specific voice note or audio real quick. So this is the process in here that you need to perform. As you can see, we do have a lot of dust in here on my screen. I don't know if this is visible, but yeah, we do have a lot of dust in here. All this came from the speaker. So this is how you can actually clean up your speakers in here in order to have a much louder call volume here on your phone. Now, once you're done doing that, unlock your phone and try calling the same number and see if things get better in here to see if now you were actually audible when talking to somebody on a phone call. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video, and if you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know in the comment section if you do have any doubts or you do have any questions to leave down there. Thanks for watching Fixed by Shaq, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.